On this James the Bike Guy, we're taking a look at the 2019 Specialized Fuse. This is a 27.5 plus mid-level mountain bike from Specialized, and it features 120 millimeters of travel up front and a hardtail design. Now, before we get into this, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this into the future, as well as check the link down in the description below to take a look at the Roscoe 7 from Trek, which directly competes with this bike. Now, to get started with it, we want to take a look at the beautiful frame that comes on the bike. So this is a hardtail frame. It's going to be set up to be a little more rowdy in geometry, and it uses their A1 premium aluminum. So that's going to feature some smoothed out welds on the frame. If you take a look, you can see that they're nicely finished. You can still see a little bit of the weld, but it is very nicely finished. And then it's going to feature 141 boost quick release in back, and then up front, a 110 boost front end. Now, this bike does have a 73-degree seat tube angle. It's also going to have a 67.5-degree head tube angle. But what's going to make the bike nice and fun is the chainstays are a stable but playful 435 millimeters. So this bike should be a great bike for somebody really starting to build on their mountain biking skills. Now, the fork that's on the bike is an SR Suntour XCM32. So the XCM is mid-range in the SR Suntour setup. Of course, it does have that through axle that we said before. And this is going to be set up with 32 millimeter stanchions. You got a nice stiff stanchion on the front end. The fork does have a 47 millimeter offset. And then you're going to have a lockout on the right-hand side. Now this is adjustable. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to have a preload adjust for the coil spring that's inside. To slow the bike down, this is going to be set up with some Tektro Agura hydraulic disc brakes. This is a mineral oil disc brake, which means that it's going to have very little service needed to keep these going, and the brake levers feel awesome. Now in the front, they've got 180 millimeter rotors to help slow you down. And then in the back, it's got a little bit smaller, lighter weight 160 rotor where you don't need quite as much braking force. For the drivetrain, it's set up with Deore M6000. This is a 10-speed drivetrain, and it's got an 1142 cassette on the back, so you've got a nice wide range of gearing. And up front, you're going to be set up with a 28-tooth chainring on this stout square taper crank. It is a threaded bottom bracket that's inside of this bike. So you've got a 73 millimeter threaded BB, and that 28-tooth chainring, that's actually a narrow wide, so that's going to help be a retaining chainring to make sure the chain doesn't fall off. For pedals, this comes with Specialized's own Dirt pedal, which is a nylon pedal, but it is pretty good size and should offer a decent amount of grip. Now, one of the places where you get really awesome value on this bike is actually in the wheels and tires. So this uses a stout rim. This rim is actually 38 millimeters in internal width, and that is a super wide double-walled wheel. And then the tires that come on this are awesome. These are the Purgatory Grid tires. These are a 27 by 3.0, and the tread pattern is awesome on these. Now, Specialized has their own proprietary gription compound, and that's included in these tires. And now this wheel and tire setup is actually tubeless ready. So you can set these up tubeless just by getting some valve stems and a little bit of sealant. As far as cable routing, I actually like on this mid-level bike that they've chosen to go external cable routing. You can see on the down tube here, you've got these mounts and the cables run along it. I like that just because it's going to make service costs a little bit less, and if you're wanting to try stuff at home, you don't have to deal with internal cable routing. Now, finally, for controls and cockpit, of course, you've got those Tektro levers. You also have a Deore M6000 shifter. The handlebar and stem that are on this bike are aluminum Specialized units, and the saddle that's on the bike is going to be a Specialized hinge. Now at this price point, it's pretty awesome because the bike does come with a Trans X dropper post that actually has a 1x style lever, and that dropper post, if we go ahead and actuate it, you can see works really well. It's going to give you quite a bit of range of adjustment, and it is infinitely adjustable in height, so you can get this set up exactly how you want. And keep in mind, this is a 30.9 C-post on this specialized fuse. Well, let's go ahead and find out exactly what this weighs. The fuse 27.5 in a large is going to come in and weigh 33.2 pounds. Well, thanks for watching this video on the 2019 Specialized Fuse. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video.